Hello, and I'd like to welcome you to another of my video. This time around, we'll be talking about Excel. It's a program that's used world over, and it has gained a lot of functionality over the years. Well, the only version that I've been using is since 2007, and I've seen a couple of development myself. The only thing is that you have to consider that this is a spreadsheet and you can do anything about as much as you plan or as much as you imagine. The capabilities are only hindered by some major factors, like you won't be able to make a relational database or something like that. But the thing is that still you'll be able to make pretty much anything, unless of course it has relations. In that case, you'll have to move towards Access database or SQL database, which is entity relationship model database. Alright, moving on, I'd like to show you some advanced functions. For sure you'll be familiar with addition, right? You write these numbers in these columns and press auto sum. There you go, you have addition of all of these numbers, right? Let's say that you have some other numbers, right? Let's say these are the quantity of the product, and this column is the price, right? So definitely what you want to do is you want to get the total price, which is like the grand price. There you go. And I'd like to get the grand total of all of these quantities. Alright, so I write some product. There you go. Double click array 1. This is array 1, comma, multiply by array 2. So all of these quantities in array or cell D3 will multiply by cell E3. Okay, press enter, and there you go. Let's try it another way. Is equal to this multiply by price. Alright, copy paste, and there you go. No, sorry, that is wrong. You have to go here, and rather you can easily press auto. These are both exact same quantities because it's the same function, right? So these are basic arithmetic operators. This is nothing fancy, I'd like to move on towards Wehook, which is a much more complex formula. So this is serial number. There you go. Here I'd like employee ID, name, and that's it. I have a list that is, let's say, contact names, and I have another list which says computer name, right? In my contact sheet I have some serials like these that I'd like to copy and full series, right? Okay, the employee ID, let's say we'll start from series 2000, and I'd like to fill it right automatically. There you go, full series and name. Okay, so let's have hypothetical names. Joey. Alright. And yeah, just write test 2. Grab these, and there you go. Right. Now I have another table in another sheet containing a key value or a unique identifier, which is common in both of these tables. But instead of names, I have the information for computer, and I have their passport number. Of course, this is an example, and you can extend it to any scenario. So let's say he has a Core i3 computer. Probably a lot of these do. He has a Core i7 cool hi-fi guy, like a high-tech. And this guy has rather, let's say, Core i5. Alright. Okay. And the passport number, is usually like a big string. Rather, capital letters. Right. Copy this, change this number, and there we go. Made a mistake. I'll grab this again, spread it. Okay, you can take it because the numbers are not at the end. Then let's try it again. I'll grab them and then spread the arrow. There you go. Okay. So now what I want is I want to get that information. I mean, for sure this is a small table and you cannot see the use here because the thing is, if you have a big database, like a spreadsheet, you have thousands of records, you don't want to copy everything manually. Here I can easily do that, but considering big data, like if you have thousands of rows of data, you don't want to do this manually, so that's why you'd use Wehook, and I will import the other column, which is computer. Here I'll have to type in a formula, Wehook, double click, lookup value, and then comma, table array. I'd have to provide the table where my values are, okay? Plus also I have to provide it the unique identifier. Okay, comma, column index. So this is our first column, 1 and 2. There you go. Rather, this is wrong because I changed the sheet, that's why it's inserting the name, computer name. Alright, either 2, comma, false. Okay, approximate match. The value in the first column of the table array must be stored in ascending orders. I don't want a approximate match because I'm not looking into some range. I have definite values, therefore I need an exact match. Wehook will only find exact match and return those values. Okay, there you go. One more thing, I have to make the range absolute, otherwise they will keep moving when I'm copying the formula. There we go, F4, enter. Voila, there you go. The other column, passport. I'll have to copy this formula, but the thing is, when I press F2, I can see that the column has moved from column P to column C. So I have to adjust this lookup value, press enter, copy. Okay, one more thing, I haven't changed the column index. As you can see here, column index was 1, 2 before, and now it has to be 3. Okay, so as I change to street computer name, it again changed. Okay, I'll just click here quickly and change it to 3. Enter. There you go. Voila. So as you can see, this is a really small formula, but it is useful in so many ways. Alright, the thing is that the condition of your database or whatever data you're working on really depends upon the fact that you're able to make a correct and accurate entry. Alright, now text, when you're writing text, you're making a lot of mistakes. What you want to do is you want to go towards drop lists and other than that, you want to calculate them using certain formulas and functions like sum if, and you can create switch statements, which is like if statement, if something happens display 1 or something like that, and plus conditional formatting. I'll be talking about those in my next video. Stay tuned, and as thanks for watching.